Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Taco Tully. Welcome to the Wrestling Junkies podcast. I'm joined by my best friend, Johnny Van Frank. Johnny, what's up, buddy?
How are we doing tonight?
I'm fantastic. You don't seem like yourself today.
I was told to be on my best behavior, so that is what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to be on my best behavior. Let's get to the show.
I have faith in you. I sincerely do. It's a little. You can perk up like a little bit. Come on. They're not watching. They're on
Uh,
vacation.
I was told that my contract is coming up and I need to impress. So here I am.
Okay. Anyway, welcome to the Wrestling Junkies podcast, guys. As always, hit that QR code in the top left corner. Like, share, subscribe, help us to run those numbers. We're at 1,031 followers on X. We've got 193 subscribers on YouTube, so we're 7 away from 200. If you know just one person that likes humor, that likes game shows, that likes talking about pro wrestling, we're the guys to do it. How was your weekend? Tell me, what's new? What'd you do? Where you been?
It was good. And your weekend, sir?
Come on, you can give me a little bit more than that. I
I
went to
was in it.
Cabo. What'd you do?
I was in an undisclosed location. I am not allowed to talk about that. That is top secret information.
Somewhere eating large curd cottage cheese, I'm guessing.
That is the podcast, Dad. I'm a small curd man.
Anyway, anyway, so
Little drizzle of hot sauce will do you pretty good. I'm a Frank
interesting.
Red's hot man. What are you for?
I gotta go Frank Sweet Chili.
Never had it. I will look it up.
Dump it on some cream cheese. Get some wheat thins.
So you'll eat cream cheese, but you will not eat cottage cheese.
I will not. Neither will Mr. Cincinnati. That's okay.
Okay.
No.
That
Ready to talk Monday Night Raw?
you are entitled to your opinion, and I appreciate you for having it.
If anybody else thinks it's weird that Johnny Van Frank eats small
Small,
curd cream cheese,
small.
just
Whoever
let
eats
us know
large
down in the comments below.
cottage cheese is a psychopath.
It's a healthy snack, I hear. It's just not one for me.
That would make sense.
Fair enough. I'm all about my tacos. Anyway, let's talk Monday Night Raw here. Had some big happenings last night. Probably the biggest story coming out is the fate of and Kyle agrees as well. He will not eat either size curd cream cheese or cottage cheese. God,
See, exactly. Are you a block cream cheese or are you a tub cream cheese?
yes.
That checks out.
Yeah, you can make skyline dip with the block ones. The whipped ones are great on bagels.
Okay. I don't like whipped cream cheese.
Okay. To each their own. That's fine.
Monday Night
There we
Raw
go.
was live from an arena.
San Antonio, the home
San
of Mr.
Antonio.
WrestleMania. The Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels.
That is also up for debate, but we will talk about that another time. As we have, Mr. WrestleMania was born in the same state, but different
Okay.
city.
That's fair. Let's get right on into it, buddy. So Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, they of course kick off the show. What else is new? I guess they're friends now. Megan Powers 2K24 loading. Um,
What did I tell you? What did I tell you about that? What did I tell
you
you
tell me
about
a
that?
lot of things.
That is not the Mega Powers. Do not say that. It's more of a two-man power trip.
Okay.
Well,
Well, I'd rather
Kyle, Kyle's not a cheese man. That's did not have that on my bingo card.
Yeah, I wouldn't have either. But Seth
Stop calling them the
side-eyeing
Mega
Cody.
Powers. That is what I wanted to get into. Yes,
Floor's
there's a
yours.
brief moment, and thank you. What is this? I'll do this here. Pour one out for old Kevin Dunn. We don't have 18,000 camera cuts, so we're able to see some of these subtle things. And
Sure.
yes, there was a little bit of a glare from Seth Rollins as Cody was looking into the camera making a statement. Is that something? Is it not something? That is what we're all here to find out. I think eventually it will be something. Are you typing?
No, I'm getting my notes up. I thought I
Are
had
you, are
something for
you,
this one.
are you typing?
I'm not typing
So
right now.
what,
I'm getting my
so here's
notes
the
up.
thing. I'm told to be on my best behavior, and I am being a good boy. Yet you can't even look at me when I'm talking to you.
I'm getting my notes up because I had a point I wanted to make about this. But if that's a
Well, get
problem
your
with
notes
you, like
pre-show.
it's
Be prepared. You knew what we were talking about, did you not?
somebody forgot their contract's coming up. Yes, let's hear it. Come on, bring it. I need this energy today. Where's Bill?
Who's
Come on,
Bill?
Bill. Did you
You
fire
talking
him
about?
again?
Are you talking about Billy?
Bill.
Billy.
Bill.
There was no Bill. There's never been a Bill.
There was always a Bill.
Phil? Are you saying Phil?
Bill. We have 25 episodes of
No.
Something Smart, and you.
There's never been a Bill. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you gonna look at me when I'm
Bite you in
talking to
the
you
ass
now, or are you
again.
gonna look at your notes?
I'm all ears.
Well, my point's done. Did you hear anything I said?
Well, no, because I can't. I
You
can't
didn't.
concentrate on it. I
Thank
can't
you.
concentrate on it now.
So
What?
take it
Give
away.
me-
Take it away. Take it away. Tell me what you want to talk about. Son of a.
I also was going to point out that the heel turn is loading. We all know Drew's going to win at WrestleMania.
Sorry. What was that?
Now you're just hurting my feelings.
Good. You have too many feelings in this world now.
What's
Too
that?
many
What does that
feelings.
even mean?
Too many feelings. People
What
want
does that?
Liv
What does that
Morgan.
mean?
People want Liv Morgan in the triple threat match. Guess who's going to
Yeah,
take the pin then,
that's
folks?
not going to happen.
I'll get off my soapbox.
Could we get back to Seth's heel turn, please?
I don't think it's coming anytime soon.
I think that it is. Because if Drew wins the title, especially because it seems like
Win.
these title matches are going to come on night. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna say it, but I'm gonna let Kyle say it. Okay, that's how I feel
dare
about you
you.
right now. Okay. I didn't say
What
it.
language?
I didn't say
This
it.
is a
I didn't
children's
type
show.
it. You were not correct there. But
PG.
TV 14 at best.
We have never put a rating on.
I'm just saying if I had to give one, this is what it would be. Is that a problem with you?
It should be rated R because you got your nasty chest out.
It's not like out.
It's gross. Put it away.
Yours is not much better.
Yeah, I come buttoned up, ready to go, professional.
Yeah, eat your cottage cheese. Anyway,
Don't
look.
have
So
it.
when it comes, oh, how unfortunate for you. Now with Seth Rollins here, he's very clearly overlooking Drew McIntyre going into WrestleMania. The fact that there's this big tag team match for night one is going to create all kinds of chaos going into night two. I believe it was the podcast ad that says the Bloodline should get the win here. Cody should take the pin to create some doubt.
Smart man.
Next night, he has his moments. It's fine. So let's say, for the sake of this hypothetical, world title goes on before Roman Cody, which it's probably pretty fair to say. Seth loses, then that story is I spent all this time focusing on the Bloodline and not my own world title match. Cody, let's say, hopefully finishes this story. So they both go in to fight the Bloodline. Cody still wins his title match, and Seth walks away empty-handed for all of his efforts. That's going to drive him into madness. It's just bound to happen.
Or, Cody, I helped you win the title. Do I get the first title shot? And when Cody says no, that's what drives him.
Oh, so smart.
I know.
I like that. Okay, that's. I'll make sure to tell the powers that be at the network that you really came in clutch there. So, it's 4-1.
Yeah, like the one thing though I do want to say is again, pay attention. The one thing I do want to say is the diarrhea line went over like a fart in church.
God.
It was not
Nope.
good. That had the
Nope.
suffering succotash
Took the words right out of my mouth.
kind of thing.
It was diarrhea Dwayne. What we're looking for.
Hated it.
Diarrhea Dwayne.
Hated it. This storyline has been so serious, and then they do that. Hated it. Hated it.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't know who wrote that, but hoping that nothing like that comes back up on Friday. That's just not.
See, I thought we were past these fecal matter jokes once Mr. Fecal Matter was gone. Too soon?
I don't even know anymore. I don't even know anymore. Maybe, I guess, but funny.
It was a dumb line. It made Seth.
Yeah.
I mean, Seth clearly looks like the fourth here, and I hate
Yeah.
it. I wish he would focus on Drew a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I think
champion
that,
for
like
292 days.
like you said, that's the. Don't interrupt me. Like you said, that's the storyline that they're playing about Seth. That jealousy of Seth that's going to rear its ugly head again. So, I am intrigued. That look at the end of that promo definitely has me intrigued.
Yep.
He also looked like a highlighter, but that's okay.
You wish you had his style and his
I do.
wardrobe budget.
I do.
Okay, well, you're not getting any contract either. Congratulations.
It's not up to you.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
You do not know that.
Yeah.
No, buddy, you don't know that. Okay.
If
Anyway.
anybody would put a company in your hands, that's just. And he froze. And he disappeared.
No, I'm
now he's
here.
on the other side.
You disappeared.
Now he's on this side.
You disappeared. Not me.
What happened? No, you disappeared.
No, you disappeared.
We'll go. See? That's what you're talking about. You're talking about you run this company, they make you disappear.
You know what? Yeah, well, guess what? Where's your damn production intern, huh?
Who's that?
Anyway, the Intercontinental Championship and its path to WrestleMania getting a lot clearer. Gunther. Actually, let's talk about this match first. Gunther taking on Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Dominic did not look out of place in this match. And I know that there has been some discussion between Mr. Cincinnati and the podcast about whether
did you read that comment?
Taco disappeared. I read it.
Yes, you disappeared. I didn't.
Okay, well, you disappeared on me. That's all I'm just telling you what I saw on my screen. Is that a problem for you?
Let's put this to bed real quick before you start going on a tangent about how Dominic Mysterio is blah blah blah. Please tell me the last time you watched a bad Gunther match. I'll wait.
I've not watched a bad Gunther match. I'll admit that.
What is Jey Uso's best match?
Gunther.
What's Dominic Mysterio's best match?
Gunther so far.
What is, let me think, Ridge Holland's best match? Gunther.
That's with you coming out. Okay.
What is
fine.
Madcap Moss's best match?
I forgot about that one.
I'm waiting for an answer.
It's Gunther. I get the
What's
point
Chad
that you're trying to make
Gable's
here.
best match?
I get the point that you're
Answer
trying
the question.
to make here.
Answer the question.
I get the point that you're trying to make.
Please
here.
answer the question before I mean, I'll keep going. Answer the question.
Who pissed in your cottage cheese today?
Who looks
Gunther,
great
all right?
in every single match he has? Yes, Dominic played his part well, but we need to recognize that Gunther does not ever have bad matches. What is the common thread? It is him. He is it. He is the guy. Before you start talking about how great Dominic Mysterio looks,
all that I'm saying
his
is
flowers. Please, thank you.
Look, all that I'm trying to say is everybody needs that breakout performance sometime. Is Gunther the common denominator? Yes, sure, absolutely. But you also it does take two to make a match happen, does it not? So Dominic has to play his part well, and he stepped up. Okay, that's a step in the right direction. You want to see a little bit more growth out of Dominic Mysterio. You want to see him evolve. Everybody's got to have that match sometime to do it. Is Gunther the guy to do it? Absolutely, and that's fine. Mm-hmm. But don't discount what Dominic Mysterio had to do in order to step up to keep up with him. All I'm saying is it's time to see him trend in the right direction and see what he can do when he has to eventually stand on his own 2 feet outside of Judgment Day. We don't know when that day is coming, but you might as well prepare for it now while the time is still good. So give him his flowers, too, as he actually stepped up and was able to keep up with the guy. Damn.
Yeah. He sold
like
a champ.
Is that hard to do?
Sold like a champ.
Do that for... Okay, at least give me that, at least. Jesus.
That's what I just said.
All
but...
right. Now,
I'm gonna keep that argument. Yes,
and that's fine.
He looked great, but we need as the internet wrestling community to recognize, yes, Will Ospreay is probably the best wrestler in the world. Bryan Danielson is definitely up there.
Not sure what any of this has to do with Gunther. We already had our AEW show yesterday.
Nobody ever mentions Gunther in that conversation, do they? Do they?
Maybe not as much as you would like. I don't think anybody's discounting Gunther.
I think we need to.
Are you saying that you've seen people that are discounting Gunther?
I think
because I haven't.
I don't think he gets the hype he deserves.
And but again, he's also one of those guys that's so good that you just know what you're getting from him, which is the point that you tried to make at the beginning of this conversation. If you're just trying to point out, hey, yeah, we think that we should be a little bit more vocal on our flowers for Gunther. Here they are. Congratulations, buddy. Thank you so much for making Dom look good. Thank you so much for making Ridge look good. Thank you so much for making Chad Gable look good. Is that what you're looking for? Yay! Woo! That it?
That's fine. You can be mad that you're
Okay.
wrong. It's fine.
I'm not trying to be wrong. I'm just saying that I think that
Well,
this
nobody
is it.
tries to
This is
be
the
wrong.
match. This is the match that Dominic needed in order to kind of take a step in the next direction. That's just what
Okay.
he needs to level up eventually. This was the match that got him here. That's the point that I'm trying to make. You done?
Next.
Intercontinental Championship. Number one contender will be designed or determined, excuse me, in a six-man scramble next week on Monday Night Raw. We've got Ricochet, Bronson Reed, Sami Zayn, Chad Gable, Shinsuke Nakamura, and one more that I'm
J
missing. There
JD.
you go. Okay, JD McDonough. Gauntlet match, number one contendership on the line. Would you? It sounds like you were on the side of singles match at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yes,
Safe to
please.
say Chad Gable goes over.
It's either going to be Chad or Sammy.
I don't know.
And if it's Chad, I don't know what Sammy's doing.
Yeah, I mean he's not going to find himself in the world title match. That's for sure. I think it would be a disgrace if he ends up in a battle royal on the Go Home SmackDown or something like that. Um, I don't know,
Yeah, I
but
just I don't know. It feels like it's going to be Gable, but
impassioned follow up promo.
I don't know who has more to lose from not being in a major program. Does Sammy have more to
Between
lose? He literally main evented night one last year, and now there's a potential he's going to be in a battle royal.
yeah, I mean Sammy's definitely the one with more to lose. I mean, Chad Gable would have found himself, even let's just say for the sake of this answer, he does not win this match. He's just going to find himself with Alpha Academy in a multi-person match at some point to determine most likely number one contendership for the tag team titles, depending on what the announcement is that Pierce and Aldis have in the coming weeks, which is likely a title split. So, um, yeah, at least that would be one way that that Gable will get on the card, even if he loses this match. Sammy, I don't know what you do with him.
No, because
It's too late.
you don't put him in tag team.
No, and it's too late to have him do anything related to the world heavyweight title at this point right now. Seth's not even focused on his own match. Drew McIntyre feels overlooked. He's not going to go seek out somebody else to add to that match to prove his point.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. My early pick, I'll go Chad Gable, but I'm definitely curious of what Sami Zayn does.
Yeah, I mean, I think Gable has more to gain with taking the title off of Gunther than Zayn does. This is a
Yeah,
redemption arc.
Zayn's already had it.
That promo, yeah, and that promo last night, it's I'm going to take that smile off of your face and put it on my daughter's. I mean, that's a story right there. I mean, and that's something that people can get behind. It's another one of those feel good moments, much like Sammy had last year.
Again, we're assuming all these titles are going to change hands. So I
And I
would.
mean, why not? It's just kind of. I mean, this is the rebirth of WWE. This is the true Vinceless era. Why not let WrestleMania 40 be the beginning of that?
A
I'm
big
fine with it.
bang, as you say.
Who says that?
Well, that was WCW's attempt to reinvent everything.
Well, they're out of business, so what's it matter?
They are.
Yeah. Want to talk main event, Jay Uso?
Not in particular.
Okay. Well, before we do that, leading to Priest cashing for Intercontinental Championship.
I thought about it. I'm on the opinion that Priest just doesn't cash in. And I know you hate that idea. I know
I
Mr.
loathe
Cincinnati hates that
idea.
idea.
It's no, it's not a good idea.
But
It's a waste.
what's the Money in the Bank been the last couple years anyway? A waste.
I mean, I would rather a failed cash in or I would rather a failed cash in rather than an expiration. That's just lazy.
Who have been the last three men's Money in the Bank
Uh,
winners?
so 2021, 22 Otis.
Yep. Stupid.
That
That was a waste, right?
yeah, but I mean, I would agree with that. I mean, but that was also a very, very weird time.
Yeah, and then the Miz got it
That
and
was
won the
that
title.
was yeah. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say about that, but
Was Big E in there?
2021, right?
Was that Big E? Or was
I
he?
think that was. Yeah.
So Big. I was fine with Big E, even though the title run
Okay.
wasn't great.
That's not his fault.
It's not his fault. And then last year, Austin Theory, waste.
That one, okay, that one was a mistake too. Like I'm not gonna say that wasn't, but the I think it's different with Priest because this was the reward for getting over all the hard work he did, especially in Puerto Rico. That I mean, that was a match of the year contender in a lot of people's eyes. He is a guy that they can run with. It's just again, we are also finding ourselves in a position where the WrestleMania card has had to change drastically through no fault of Priest's own. I say with the work he's put in, getting Judgment Day over, getting our truth into Judgment Day, and getting our truth in Judgment Day over. Why not? I still think there's time. I still think there's something they can do. That would be the only way that I would be okay. I forget what I was trying to say there, but I'd like to see some running in between Priest and McIntyre. We'll leave it at that.
Okay. I mean, clock's ticking. You say reward,
I
and
know.
I agree with that as well. But also being on TV every week in a prominent spot for the last year has also been a nice little reward for him. And it's a different story they can tell with him not cashing in and kind of wasting that opportunity. And does that lead to a babyface turn where he gets some sympathy from the crowd that maybe he got too intertwined with Judgment Day? Did Judgment Day play a role in him not being able to cash in? We always say Rhea, it's not time yet. Does Finn come in and so it's not time yet kind of thing? And we've seen a lot of false cash-ins, and Judgment Day has been right there for those false cash-ins. So there's a story to tell there, but I'll leave it at that.
I don't know. Agree to disagree. We'll add it to the list.
Let's talk about Jey Uso.
Yeah. So really, really thought about this one last night because you felt like he hasn't really reached that main event status, that main event moniker, and I kind of looked at it from this perspective of the main event worked for SummerSlam because it was a bloodline story. It was the next chapter of that bloodline story. So regardless of what you think about the quality of the main event, it was worthy of that spot given the fact that it's Roman Reigns, tribal comeback, they added that gimmick. Goes over to Raw, and we can't name a favorite Jey Uso singles match until Gunther. And the way that this should be looked at is he still had to prove that he was the main event. He still had to work his way up there on his own. Again, that story made sense for the bloodline. But think about new talent coming up to the main roster, essentially. Start as a tag team, have a little split singles run, find that one match that kind of gets you over in everybody else's eyes, and then you climb the ranks again. So we saw him team up with Cody Rhodes, a couple single stars, taking the tag team titles. Easy transition. You have somebody that starts as a tag team champion and then breaks off, goes and does his own thing. Goes after Gunther, goes for the Intercontinental Championship and is not successful, but has a great outing there. Last night, he follows it up with an even better outing with Drew McIntyre. He's slowly making his way up there. That's just my opinion. You don't have to like it. I don't care. Don't
I
look at
didn't
me in that
say
tone
a
of
word.
voice. You give me that little head twitch there. I'm just giving you my opinion, man.
I'm intrigued with your next point. Am I not allowed to make a face twinge?
You can. I'm just
Last time I
saying.
checked, this was America, and we were on a podcast where we could talk.
Oh, don't take it there. Don't take it there.
Thank you.
It's the wrong part of the internet. You
Keep
started this.
keep going on your point, please.
There's a slow ascension up to the top of the card. That's all that I'm saying, and it's working for Jey Uso. I'm enjoying seeing this. We're getting to see a little bit more of the involvement with Jimmy and Solo here. Another tease towards that WrestleMania match. Main event Jey Uso is primed for the breakout that he should have had in the first place, but he's getting that. And I'm just saying, give it time, let it cook. But I think that I think he's about there.
I think his ceiling is mid card title.
Okay.
I think they had the opportunity to have a main event run when he first broke off from the bloodline. He was hot. he had it, right? And then they followed it up with a not so good storyline of him leaving the WWE. And then Cody brought him back in where he felt like an afterthought because he was with Cody. Winning the tag team championships with Cody. And he's always with somebody, right? Now he's on his own. And if you think the Drew match was better than the Gunther match, that's your opinion. You're allowed to have it. The match was fine. I think it was a pretty
Okay.
basic match. Jey Uso just he is over with the crowd, and that's awesome. But he reminds me a lot of like Jeff Hardy. Like, and Jeff Hardy, yes, eventually won that title. However, there are way more stars in the WWE right now than there were when Jeff Hardy won the title. Um, I, I can't see a Jey Uso winning a title from a Cody Rhodes, winning a title from a Roman Reigns, winning a title from a Rock, a Seth Rollins, a Drew McIntyre. I can't see it. I don't think he's at that level quite yet. And if not now, is it going to happen? I mean, I'm clamoring for something that Mr. Cincinnati said was a bloodline kind of civil war and war games, and that would have him getting back with his brother and reuniting. I think the best tag team WWE's ever had, and I think that would be the great role for him is to be in that awesome tag team, kind of like FTR does. Like Dax could probably do pretty well on his own, right? And he
Sure.
chooses not to because tag team wrestling is fun when it's awesome, and I think he could continue to do that. Yeah, that's another good one. Like that's a Kofi. Yeah, like Kofi was fantastic. I think the Kofi Mania came out of nowhere. We were all happy when it happened, and he deserved it. And then, unfortunately, a Brock Lesnar came, right? Like a bigger star came and kind of took the title off of him. That's what I feel like it would be with Jey Uso. A kind of a, hey, thanks for your work. Here's your title shot. Maybe here's your win. Now go toil in the mid card for the rest of your career. I just don't see Jay at that level.
I like this. I like that. I like that from King Chris. Thank you. That's
Yeah, I just I
that's
just
good.
I just don't see it. Jay has a phenomenal connection with the crowd. He really does, and you can't. What is the word I'm looking for? It's organic, right? You can't just make that up. Um, it's kind of like an LA Knight right now. Like LA Knight is
Yeah.
over, 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 over. He got his one shot, and now he's kind of back in the mid card.
Two.
And well, the other one was Fatal Four Way. Yeah. Well, Jay's had two shots too. So Hell in a
Jay will
Cell
have more.
20. But that's where I'm at. Like he is a. I think he could be a great mid card champion. I just don't know if he's at that main event selling tickets to huge arena level.
Fair enough. I still say couple of world titles are in his future. That's for sure. Um, anything else on Monday Night Raw before we move on to Roadblock?
Yeah, they mentioned Sting.
Sting, JR, and Taz.
That was crazy. Definitely in
Yeah.
a new era.
Yeah.
And Pat McAfee said the match was awesome.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that was weird.
How could we forget? Michael Cole also got his antlers.
This is the dumbest thing in the world.
It was pretty wholesome though. I liked it.
It's so stupid.
It popped me. I'll take it.
I hope that's the end of it.
Probably not.
It's a weird fascination with these antlers. Like it's almost like borderline. Like all right, you might have a problem.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't hate it.
All right, I'm done with Raw. What else?
Okay. Ready for Roadblock? Got 5 great matches tonight.
Run them down.
All right. First up, we've got Shawn Spears in action. We don't know who he's taking on, but this is his first match back to NXT. Safe to say he gets a win here.
I can't wait till he beats Lexus King.
Yeah, probably. I'm done.
It's over.
it's it's on life support. That's for sure. Tag team championships. Wolf Dogs taking on Chase U. Another pretty straightforward win here for the Wolf Dogs.
Maybe with Braun kind of on SmackDown a little bit more. Do they make the title change here and give it back to Chase U? I wouldn't be shocked. I'll say that
Okay.
because it seems like they have something big for Braun on the main roster.
Yeah, he didn't. He didn't have the title on him when he was on SmackDown this week, did he?
Nope.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm still gonna say Braun and Corbin here. We'll see what happens, but there are a few more teams jockeying for position as we head to Stand and Deliver. So we'll see what happens. Women's Tag Team Champions: Asuka, Kairi Sane in action, taking on Lyra Valkyria and Tatum Paxley. Kabuki Warriors. Again, this
Yeah.
is another one of those. They need a dominant win here. This Lyra Paxley team will likely break down, and it really wouldn't surprise me if we see Roxanne Perez with some interference here.
Oh, Roxanne's going to interfere.
Yeah,
100%.
she's definitely tired of being overlooked and wants her belt back. So here we go.
Championship. Yes. I know how to say it.
Dijak, yeah, you say it right. Like, I mean, broken right clock is right twice a day.
No, the podcast dad can't say it. I can say it.
I promise you that that's not the case.
Championship.
I'll go to the tape. I'll go to the tape.
We don't have tape. Stop saying we have
Yes.
tape. It is
Yes, we
2024.
do.
There are no tapes.
All right, I refer you to the 25 or 26 episodes of Stump the Smart that you do.
It's not on a tape. Dijak. Gacy.
Joe Gacy,
Asylum.
Asylum match.
I think this will be some
See what he
crazy
does.
fun. Do we see Steve?
No.
Do you know who Steve is?
No, I don't.
The potted plant
No, okay.
from the first Asylum
maybe.
match.
God, that's a deep cut. That really, you proud of that one?
You're welcome.
You proud of that one? Seriously?
You're welcome. I will say yes, we see Steve. That's a little callback.
Whatever. Now the one we've all been waiting for. Carmelo Hayes, Tony D'Angelo, winner gets Ilya Dragunov at Stand and Deliver. Return of Trick Williams tonight, yes or no?
Yes, Tony D wins.
I don't.
Yes, Tony
I
D
don't know
wins.
that. I don't know that I want Ilya versus Tony D at Stand and Deliver.
I don't hate it.
I just. Yeah.
I don't hate it.
I mean, the promo last week was great. I'll give him that. Especially sending the security guards away, nice little touch to assert some authority and some dominance. I'll give you that. But I don't know. I don't know that I'm ready for this.
It's a
Especially,
fresh matchup. I mean, these three have been in the
It
title
is.
picture for the better half of a year now. Like,
I agree with you. I agree with you. But it's another guy moving from tag team ranks right to the main event.
Like who?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying it. I don't know. It seems a little odd to me.
I'm okay with it. Tony started off as
Okay.
a single.
But that wasn't working. That's why they made it more of a tag team.
Yeah, and now it's working, and now he can be the Don.
I don't know. I don't see him being the guy. that
Mello
beats
and
Ilya.
Trick doesn't need the title.
It doesn't, but damn it.
You could still tell that story with Trick. Let him get his revenge on Mello, let him exercise that demon, and then you could have Trick beat Ilya.
I want what I want when I want it when it comes to this match, and I don't know. I need the NXT title involved in that program,
It shouldn't be.
and yet here we are. Any fun surprises you think we'll see tonight?
No.
Fair.
I told you, Steve. Steve was my bold prediction.
Anyway, I think that's about going to do it for us for this episode of the Wrestling Junkies podcast. Make sure to hit that QR code in the top left corner. Like, share, subscribe. This is how your bills get paid. Like, you want to be a little bit nicer to the people that are watching right now.
I don't have bills. I'm not a chump. I got hit by a bus in 2012. It paid all my bills.
I assumed you slipped on PP at the Costco, but anyway.
I don't go to Costco.
Hey.
I'm one man. I don't shop in bulk.
Yeah, okay.
Trader
You seem
Joe's,
like
baby.
You seem like the type. Anyway, thank you guys so much. If you know one person that would enjoy this podcast, send them a link. We'll be back tomorrow night with Wind Down
Hurry up.
Wednesday.
Bill,
Yeah.
get me out of here.
That's who I'm talking about.
Bill, just get me out of here.
All right.
This guy.
Okay. Nope. That's it.
Done
Thank
pissed
you
me off
guys so
today.
much for this episode. You know what? Yeah, I'm done with you too, dude,
James,
okay?
Dominic Mysterio. Get out of here.
At least I'm
Jey
venturing
Uso's
some
gonna
new
beat
ideas here.
Gunther.
You know, this jackass, look, If you got something to say it to my face.
Stupid.
We'll talk to you guys soon.